Behind the Brand takes an inside look at the people in Orange County that are making things happen. From up-and-coming entrepreneurs to the Fortune 500s, we show you how they go about their business. Get behind the brand and meet the innovators with the know-how and vision to succeed in today's Orange County.
It could have gone to meh, and it went to awesome. You see how that works? I blogged on passion because I had something to say. And when readers read that, they comment on it, and they have that passion. It becomes contagious. People don't spread meh. We've never, ever changed why we spread emotion. We've never changed why we spread something to others. We have changed how we spread it. And here's the shift. Here's the world. 6, 7 years ago, back in the day, in internet days, 95% of spreading, of sharing, was email-based. Okay, it was 5% were freaks and forums and IRC chat like me doing those type of things. Now, the majority of spreading happens through social media and other Web 2.0 tools, over and above and aside email. Think about it. When you see a YouTube video or you see something you like on there, how do you tell people? You share on Facebook. You tweet it. You do something else other than usually going into your email and picking people to send it to. Because it's different now. On Facebook, if I share something, I don't pick anybody to share it to. I just simply say, I like this. You decide if you like it, versus I have to pick through my list. It's user-friendly. It's easy. It's a path of least resistance. The problem is there's a lot of choices, and we forget that some of the old choices are still amazing. Look at the top two icons right there, Dig and Reddit, social bookmarking. Right, where's Emily? Where's my Dig? There she is. She's from Dig right there. I love you. And what happens is this is where people vote up links in a day, and they get popular. We forget that these tools have been around here for a very, very long time. Scott, what's next in social media? I don't really know. Oh, come on, give us some new tools. This is awkward. Well, you see, the problem with new tools and what's next is we suck at now. We are terrible at now. We are terrible at 5 years ago. We don't need new tools. We need to be better at old tools. We still have crappy GeoCities sites and AngelFire sites from like 1998. That tripod site you made, fix that one first. Let's not get better. I read an article. Oh, I'm going to have a vein pop in my head. I read an article that said that how to be effective at Twitter and how to get your blog tweeted. And the blog didn't have a tweet button. No, wait, it did, but it had a picture of a tweet button to show you the example, and you couldn't click on it. And so I sat there 7 times. What's wrong with my computer? Oh, it's the post. And I went away. This is what defines it. Luckily for me, 80% of the world's morons, so I have a business. None of you. Everybody else out there, and everybody who's watching on camera right now, everybody else is the morons out there. But there's so many things in how we spread it. Here's an example. Here's one of my favorite sites I own. This is no.com, n plus 15os.com, or instant no button for the ones who can't remember it.com. So instantnobutton.com, this is simply Vader with a little text underneath that says press in dire situations. And when you click on the button, it's literally Darth Vader screaming, no! That's it. This is my claim to fame. I put this up in 6 minutes. Registered the domain name. Why'd you pick 15 O's? Because 14 was taken. It's been clicked 3.4 million times. No promo. No advertising. No nothing. You know why? Because it's awesome. Of course you spread this. But you know what got it started was Reddit. So Reddit is one of the social bookmarking sites. You see the spike? I just made it easy for you kids. See the spike in that graph? It's when it hit the front page of Reddit. Okay, and that was people, because Reddit and Dig, it's really, we're geek-based. Social bookmarking is really geek-based. You want to get geeks to like something? You want to have them have a geekgasm? Make it about Star Wars or Star Trek. Pit the two against each other? Look out. You'll have a geek tsunami coming at you of all these things. So you see, Reddit started the spike, but as you can see, Facebook and Twitter, I feel like Darth Maul with 2 lightsabers. And contextual Star Wars joke. But Facebook and Twitter continued the spread. So they were more gradual when you along. As you can see, the Reddit spike was first, and then Facebook was 91,000 shares and total clicks of 400,000. So it was spread at about Canadian. What are you talking about? I know, it's awesome. About 3 to 4 times the share on Facebook, same as Twitter. 29,000 tweets, 132,000 clicks. And it just keeps going. I average 10,000 a day. And yes, it's coming out as an iPhone app. Just wait. So old met the new there, the spread method. It doesn't matter. To me, I don't care how we spread it. I just want people to spread it. I want them to share it, and that's how it all worked. And here's what happens, though, especially with things like blogging, we stop the spread. Most things you want to stop the spread of in life. I just came from Vegas. You want to stop the spread of many things in life. But in blogging and in viral marketing and in word of mouth, you don't want to stop the spread. And we do so many things to stop this spread. We heard it. And one of the biggest things we do is this. Who knows what this is? Anybody? It's the RSS feed, right? You know, it's just that PubCon and Blog World, and I'm sure I have fellow geeks here. I saw an RSS tattoo. Easy, Poindexter. Easy. And a lot of blogs. Who here has a blog or the company has one? Hands up. Let me see. Okay, so a whole bunch of you. A lot of them will have this, and usually it's in a predominant spot, and usually it's the only way to subscribe. Now, if your market's geeks, we're doing okay. Outside of that, this is not the majority way people sign up. I don't read via RSS, and I'm a geek. I'm hardcore. I'm geek-core. I'm 94, baby. I've been online since 94. I haven't logged off since 94. I've seen, literally, I've been the entire time. I went from dial-up all the way to high speed now. I've seen every site on the internet. Every site. I got to the end of the internet. It said, you're at the end of the internet. Please turn your computer off and go play outside. It's a real page. Go see it. It does great in AdWords, too, so go use it. So here's the problem is, it doesn't matter how you like to read blogs or newsletters. It matters what your audience wants, and sometimes we never ask. We just don't ask them. Eric Alper, who's a buddy of mine on Twitter, his name's that Eric Alper, and he's a PR guy for E1 Music. And can I grab some water? If somebody's at the back has got a water back there somewhere, thank good, because I'm going to start hacking and crying. Vegas again coming up. So he's a E1 Music PR guy in Toronto. And I was watching an infomercial, because I have no life, and I was watching an infomercial about senior citizen scooters. It's my life. And they said, call now for your free VHS tape. I'm like, VHS tape. And of course, so I'm an ass, so I went on Twitter, VHS tape. Send. I'm like, who wants a VHS tape? Morons. And Eric wrote me back. He goes, actually, one of our #1 selling artists, his leading selling method is cassette tapes. Then he wrote the most epic tweet in the history of mankind to me. And he wrote, and I quote, "It is not my job to tell my audience how to consume content. I just want them to consume it." I literally said, snap. I save snaps, very rare to say. And I said, snap. Oh, snap. Which was awkward because I was by myself. And my cat, who just went, you're insane, and walked out the door. And that was it. He was right. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Talk amongst yourselves. Tweet that I'm drinking water now. That's how you know you're a stalker. So, thanks for caught that one. So, and he's right. It doesn't matter, to quote the poet The Rock, it doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter how you consume blogs. It matters how your audience does. Give them options. At the very least, an RSS and an email sign up. Better, RSS, email, and a Facebook group, maybe Twitter. But they're not the same as RSS or email. Give them options. Give them choices. Because we give too much real estate to this. It's not used that much. And it's not that effective either to read. So be careful on what you're giving, because it's default. Here's the better thing. And Brent was talking about this. Is Brent still here somewhere? Where he is? There he is. So Brent was addressing his mobile issue a while ago, and he's talking about how powerful it can be. I paid $43 for this iStock photo of this guy, by the way. So to get ROI, we have to stare at it longer than we should. And good. So what happens here is on mobile, so many sites, the majority of sites aren't mobile enabled. I'm not even talking about an app. I'm talking about the ability to view your blog, your site, under 100K on a phone, that I can read it without zooming. When I see this, when I go through Twitter and says, hey, go read this blog, it's somebody I trust, it says go read this blog, and I click on it, it says loading 10 of 500K. I want to stab somebody in the retina. Straight into it. Why? Because I'm Canadian. and I'm on a roaming data plan. $500K cost me $7. You know what my ROI reading your blog better be? $7. Because I'm paying to read this. It should be under $100K. It should be under $50K. It's amazing how we don't even look. We just don't look. Look at your site. Take an iPhone, take a BlackBerry, take an Android and load it and see what happens. Because if it says 500 and I click away, you've lost me. You've stopped the spread. And if you say, Scott, it's okay. My audience isn't mobile. It's okay. It's yours but not mine. What? If your audience is human, if your niche is people, they're accessing things via mobile, and some cats and dogs. Facebook, if it has 500 million people, they're approaching 200 million of those accessing it regular via mobile. It doesn't affect me. It does. Think about it. Think about it for a second, because it does affect you. And Facebook's coming out with even more mobile stuff. The number one way to access Twitter, via mobile. Well, it's not for me. Social media is not my market. Again, shut your lips. It is. People are using it. Doesn't matter if you use it or not. Google SEO kills blogging to me and kills momentum. I just spoke at an SEO conference, and this is what I said. They weren't happy when I said it. SEO kills awesome. What I mean by that is nobody's ever read a blog post, SEO being search engine optimization and keyword-rich stuff and backlinking and cross-linking to get better rankings. Nobody's ever read a blog post and said, you know what? This is a terrible blog post, but it's really keyword-rich, so I'm going to spread it to everybody. It's a very well keyword title that would do well on Google. I'm going to tell my friends to go read this. The rest of it's terrible. People spread awesome. Create the awesome first and then tailor it for SEO. I'm not saying ignore it. But I want to make your content, when you make it awesome, you actually go above Google. When you position yourself at giving great content and you can position yourself as an expert in things, you're above Google. Nobody searched Google for an accountant in Orange County if they already know somebody and like them and trust them. Google-proof your business. Get it above that. I'm not smart enough to do SEO. I just talk in sound bites and I can make awesome things. Stay above it as much as you can. If you want traffic for it, great, but stay above it and try to create awesome stuff versus just SEO-laden stuff.